Welcome back to NewTube TV. Today we're going to be doing a quick tip on Modern Warfare 3, learning the maps and reaping the rewards from learning the maps. This actually goes for pretty much any multiplayer shooter game you're going to play. Learning the maps is one of those key skills that you just have to take the time out of your gameplay and look at where you are. Take in a breath and just kind of look at where you are, look at where your enemies are, and that will help you become a much better player. In this case, we're using the map Fallen, which is actually a release map, so everyone will have it. And what you're going to start seeing here, this is a zoomed in version of Fallen. The red dots signify some of the camping areas that I've definitely found out through playing this map a million times. Well, maybe not a million, but you get the picture. So, as you start playing through, you're going to have a general spot you like to run to. A lot of people have their go-to spot. Some of them differ. Some people, it really kind of depends on their gameplay and what they prefer to play. Some people are snipers, so they go for a sniper spot. I like to go for close quarters spots, like around little corners and stuff like that. In this case, I know there's usually someone coming down this corridor, and there he is. He just shows his face. Not only that, but if you use SitRep Pro, like we talked about before, you can actually hear their footsteps. Another thing people like to ask me is, what the heck does a UAV do? A UAV, simply put, shows the exact location of the enemies on your screen. So in that little radar in the top left of your screen, the UAV is going to go by, you're going to see the red dots. Those are the enemies, and it shows them in real time. So as that little wave goes across the screen at the top left, it's refreshing every single time you're going over. It's going to tell you exactly where those enemies are. So as you can tell, they've actually moved. You'll see with the little yellow dots here, your enemies are actually showing up because that UAV is going over them, and they don't have what's called the assassin perk. If you have the assassin perk in this game, the UAV is actually not going to pick you up. So that's one other thing to keep in mind. If you get sick and tired of getting killed because someone has a UAV up and you found a good spot, if you get assassin, they're not going to be able to find you. Keep that in mind. It's very important. It's very useful. I actually use assassin and blind eye, so that way the UAVs and the air support can't get me. They can't see me or anything, so it makes me very, very sneaky. Anyway, as you're going to start seeing though, you're going to come to a point at some point in any map where you get a little bit over aggressive, like I'm going to here. I'm actually going to rush in and somehow get stabbed. That's another time where the UAV and remembering where you were on the map will help you. I run right back to that general area and I get that guy that just got me. Also, whenever you're playing a map, knowing the different areas where people are going to be will allow you to throw random grenades and probably get a lot of kills doing it. This little area up here in the top of this building, you're usually guaranteed to at least have one person up there trying to snipe someone or just trying to camp and get whoever's going to run up through the little area. So whenever you're playing through Modern Warfare 3 especially, this goes for pretty much any other game like Battlefield, you really have to take the time to know your surroundings and find out where your enemies are going to be before they really know where they're going to be. This is also helpful by going away from your teammates. If you look up at the map and you see the little green arrows whenever you're playing, the green arrows are going to be the last place you want to be. Yes, it's team deathmatch, but you're trying to find and seek the enemy. So the enemy is actually not going to be anywhere near those green arrows. You want to go away from those green arrows as much as you can and use that to your advantage, because that's almost giving you a hint right there where your enemies are going to be. And there you go, another random grenade. Now, here comes a fun fact. You can actually hit the same spot with a grenade here, or, as you're going to start seeing towards the end of this match, you can actually take it out on them. So someone actually shoots me from underneath that truck. And now you're going to see what happens when someone gives away their position, especially at the end of a match. I hope this quick tip has helped you out in your Modern Warfare 3 gaming. You can take these tips pretty much to any map you play on any game. Learning the maps is one of those things that is just going to make you a much better player whenever it comes to a first-person shooter. Happy hunting.